finally, after 45 minutes of me trying to do this, to go online, it stormed. And I couldn't get a connection if my life depended on it. So I waited till the storm passed before I come back on. So I can do this. But I tried like everything to get I tried to log in. I tried to use a hotspot. Nothing worked. This one, I wanted to explain to everybody what happened. Well, for the ones who watch, Saturday I had to work over. They had to make order come through, so I had to be there to receive all what come in, and we put it all away, and then I don't know anybody about it, but and then Sunday, which was yesterday, was Father's Day, and my kids had a little Father's Day thing for me, and then a friend of mine went out. Me and her, we went out and just hung out and bullshitted. But that's why I wasn't on for them 2 days. But now Wednesday, Thursday, and Tuesday, possibly Friday. Well, the rest of the week I'm off. The days I'm off, and then I have like early shifts off. I'm not too tired. I'm going to do them. But like I said, I'm not going to. Every time I say I want to come on here, and something comes up. But one of the reasons why I wanted to come on is I didn't know Hell in a Cell was last night. I think that's what it was, Hell in a Cell. And I was watching bits and pieces of it because I'm not going to sit there through the whole thing and try to stay awake for it because I fall asleep on wrestling. They showed a couple of the botch moves, which Charlotte was the one that more noticeable. And unless you look real close, you can tell some of them are messed up. It was Charlotte and Rhea Ripley. I think it was for one of the 900 titles that the WWE has. Of course, anybody watches it knows that it's staged. I mean, it's. That it's staged. I had to turn some fans on because it got real hot in here. Yeah, because once it rains, it immediately goes up. But anyways, she was kicking her, and then I kept kicking her, but she was like this far from her, and I was watching that, and I'm like, you're not telling me that didn't register in her head that she missed them kicks, but I usually get like updates from like who might be who they're going to release, who they're going to re-sign. I know one person probably won't come back for a while, and that's Lesnar. I mean, he wrestled 3 times a year, and then come out in the middle of the ring while Paul Heyman spewed his nonsense to the people. But yeah. I think that he's the only one I don't think he's going to come back for a while. Not till they get like live crowds, like house shows and stuff like that. Like live Monday Night Raws when there's not the monitors, there's actual human beings sitting there. And then I was watching more. It was I think it was Bobby Lashley and the Scottishman. I cannot remember his name. Drew McIntyre, yeah. When he fell out of the ring, if you notice, it's called a wrestling hub. They have every update on everything, and they were showing where someone was underneath the ring shoving pieces and pulling pieces of stuff out of the way. But oh no, I don't think it was. What I've seen of it wasn't like a real bad pay-per-view. It was actually pretty good. just like some of them, I might, because like I said, I don't watch it. I try to watch it, just to be, supportive, see what's going on. But yeah, and then they're talking about there's a, I'll call it a rumor because, like I said, I don't know how true it is about bringing Aleister Black back, because I guess he's got that well, you can't wrestle for other companies for 90 days, and so see what goes on with that. I mean, he posts on Twitter and shit like that, but oh, you think SummerSlam will come back? Well, they were trying to say that he, like, Strowman can't go anywhere for 90 days because, they released him, he can't go anywhere for 90 days. Mickey James, she got on NWA. And they call it better ones. Like I said, the other ones I hardly ever know because well, they brought Joe back. I mean, I think I watched him in NXT, and I don't like to watch NXT. Only reason why I watch it because, these are people that are trying to make it, and Keith, we know one of them, the green hair girl, that Blackheart. But I think his role in there was pretty good. I like when he choked out whatever that guy's name was. I think I think that was, like I said, if he can't wrestle because of concussions, which I mean, the man's got nothing else to prove. I mean, but unless he wrestles here or there, but he choked out that one guy. I'm like, oh, good Lord. Samoa Joe's one of the people, when he tells you to shut the hell up, you shut the hell up, or you're going to get choked. Yeah, no, 90 days, no, non-complete. Yeah. Yeah, I think but I honestly, they could do that, but I'd like to, I'd like to see him come back. But he stated before in like other interviews that, he don't like the virtual crowd. I'm thinking, God knows how much he got. He was getting paid. That's why I let him go, because how Ron Strowman was $1 million a year, and he was only on TV once in a while. I think the last one he was I seen him wrestle was when he was wrestling Shane McMahon, which I thought was stupid. But I like to see him come back. I think it'd be pretty good to see him come back. And Keith, when I get off here, I'll give you a call, because, like I said, I had that semi stuff going on, and I haven't been able to call people. And I watched Free Count on YouTube with Willie. He did a really good interview. I've been around you guys for a long time. It's really hard to take you too seriously at times, because you never know. But he did a really good job. I thought that, him and what do you call it? Poor guy, Red Dog. But it was actually it was a pretty good interview. And whatever podcast you can get on, that's the best way to do it. But yeah, like I said, I have like work going on and stuff like that, and I haven't been able to. I come home and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna call someone, but now next thing you know, I fall asleep. But but like back to the wrestling, yeah, it wasn't a bad pay-per-view, and I kept telling myself, now I don't want to watch these, because it's mainly talking or they got some stupid gimmick going on. But it was actually pretty interesting. I actually enjoyed watching it. I watched the replay of it. I have someone that sends me like links, and then you can watch. You can skip past all the stuff like that. It was actually pretty good. I watched that as part of rewatching, because I didn't get home to about, well, like yesterday being Father's Day, and then a friend of mine, she took me out for Father's Day. And then I come home, and I was watching the thing about China on that Reels channel, uh, and they play the hell out of that stuff. Um, but yeah, then I watched because I watched half of it and then the other half later. But anyway, like I said, it was pretty good. I just they can get back to the monitors. And I wonder how them people got on there. They have to subscribe and pay to be on there, but they give you a guideline what you're allowed to do and what you can't do. And if you get booted off, or you don't get refunded either, to keep your money. But it was bad for Vince. I mean, he wanted to start up at XFL. Kerner hit, sold to The Rock and someone else. And a couple other things he had to get rid of. And down in OVW, I was watching that, and the Pope from Impact. Well, when it was TNA, he was down there wrestling. And the big cast was out west, or I think it's somewhere out in Texas. They have a big thing out there where he's watching interviews on him. But yeah, it is just nuts that all the stuff that he planned on doing. And I mean, he's not, he's up in his 70s. What the hell is that? Oh, sorry. Oh, yep. I need to get a new chair. But yeah, like I said, that Hell in a Cell was pretty good, except for her. She botched that move, and I was watching, I'm like, what's she kicking at? Rhea Ripley's over here, and she's kicking like right here. Well, I think what it is, they get caught up in the match. We're human beings, they're allowed to make mistakes, but man, people had a field day with her. And then I was sitting there watching, and when Drew McIntyre was laying outside the ring, I kept looking at through someone's hand. I don't know if they were pulling stuff in or handing them weapons, or because I think they said that they keep people underneath there, but 3 hours or like a pay-per-view. Imagine it being at WrestleMania and you had to sit underneath that ring all that time. I feel bad for people who take that ring down and get all them pitch stones out there because, But I think, they probably have people just like, people are watching a match, people get sink out from underneath there. But yeah, it was actually not, like I said, it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. But tomorrow I won't be on because I get home late. And like I said, I try to do these on my days off and work around my work schedule. But like Saturday and Sunday, I couldn't try if I had to. I didn't get home till I worked till 7. I didn't get home till 10:30. And then yesterday, it was kind of busy. But I did 8 of them so far because I think I did like 5 or 6 so far this week. I can't be one of these people who get on there and just do them day after day after day after day, and then two or 3 times a day. They learn. Rooster does 12 a day. I can't do all that. I mean, there's only so much you can talk about. But yeah, I was going to. I requested a day off and kicked your soul on her thing. What we had planned, we didn't do because it rained all day. Thundered and lightning. I was trying to get on it. I had a hell of a time. I mean, I could get on the laptop. But as soon as I tried to log into something, it was like, no. It's because of the weather. And it stormed out here. My daughter sent me a thing because they went to my sister's, I guess the Kroger's parking, where Kroger's is the Mount, I don't know if you call it the Moundsville Plaza. the plus. Well, I call it the Kroger Plus. I guess it got flooded. It was up to past the car tires. It rained pretty hard. Uh, I didn't go because I was waiting for a friend to show up. Talked to them for a few minutes. Um, but other than that, because I got all the stuff that I needed uh, after paying everything that I paid on, and um, got stuff. And then birthday's coming up. I got it not for my trip to Morgantown uh, here pretty soon. I'll probably call Wednesday to find out when I can go down. I think it's going to cost me $350, but that's something I need to get done. And then a good. Well, one thing I did do, there was a fundraiser that I for a family, but I didn't send them a buttload of money. I sent them a couple bucks to help them out. But I got the stuff that I needed. Got my kids their stuff that they needed. And my son graduating, still trying to find a job. My one friend came out today. She might have an told me she's might get hired at Wendy's. What I told her, I said, that's fine, but I told her you got to watch because the manager comes through when he knows I'm there, he'll come through every time I'm there. Ask me, oh, you want a job? And I'm nice to him. I'm like, no, man. I said I appreciate it, but I don't want to work in fast food. Doing that for 23 years. Well, because I worked at Perkins and a couple of little small diners, but I like my job, and to a point. They're real cool if I need a day off or something. If it's an emergency, that she'll work around it. But like I said, I told my son, I know all these people, all these guys, kids who get out of school. I said, because they come to, oh, I can't find a job. I said, yeah, do you have any work experience? Well, no, this will be my first job. It's going to be virtually impossible to get the job that you want unless you know someone or this or that. But they, from what I understand, I guess Saturday was they start with the unemployment. The extra, I think it was like $300 unemployment. So a lot of people are just looking for jobs. Yeah, but like I said, I don't want to stay in here too long. Like I said, I don't know if the weather, it's starting to get darker and darker out here. But Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Actually, all week I can probably get on. But like I said, I don't want to. They show me where you can schedule to do go live on these, but like earlier, you can see that I was trying to get on, and it said waiting to connect, but I couldn't get that. Like I said, it stormed. But other than that, just wanted to let everybody know what happened. If I do come on this coming Friday, it'll be probably well, it won't be after 8 o'clock. I know that much. It'll probably be a little bit earlier than that. But my heathens will be coming home pretty soon. They want to go visit their aunt. But for everybody who's watching, I hope that everybody had a good Father's Day. I had to work. I had to work from 10 in the morning because that's what time we opened to about 6, and come home, had a little thing with the kids, and then one friend come got me. I always want to come up borrow money. I told her, I said, that's why I told her, I said, if you get I've been trying to get her jobs places. I said, you got to get a job because, but she's always paid me back. Her, I don't mind helping. She pays me back, so, which is pretty good. Like I said, I don't mind helping people. But when people start taking advantage of your good kindness, that's when you want to put a stop to it. But I'm going to be working on a green screen, so hopefully you won't see the back of the wall no more. My especially my co-host that was wanting to do these. She don't do no wants to do no more, but she's going. I told her she could just sets up everything for me. Of course, I didn't think she was going to make a career out of it. Teenagers, they do one thing, then they get bored and then they don't want to do it no more. But I hope no one had ball games today or anything, because it was. I mean, it came down. It was coming through the door. Like I said, I can't post on here to show everybody, but or maybe I can pull it up on my phone. I have to click how this. All right, she sent it to me. She sends me all kinds of stuff. If something goes on, she lets me know. If you can see, I don't know how good you can see it. That is the Moundsville Kroger Plaza. That's how much water it got. I don't, like I said, I can't post stuff on YouTube. I can do it on my Facebook page. But if you can see it, that's, yeah. And the reason why it's like that, because that place has been there for God forever, and it slopes. So yeah, it flooded. Then I told her, I said, oh, it flooded. Then she called me Bill Nye, the science guy. I'm going to smack the shit out of her. I see her, smart ass. It's starting to thunder again. But yeah, I just wanted to get on her and let everybody know what was going on. That's what, like I said, I apologize for not being on Saturday and Sunday, but this will probably be the only time I'm on today. I know it's only 6:16, but oh, that kid drives me crazy. But yeah, like I said, once, like, anybody knows, when your weather goes out, your cable goes out. If you got like satellite dish or your TV, I'm going to. I said, hey, I'm doing YouTube. So what you do? She said, Brandon wants to carry a conversation on with me. But yeah, it flooded down there. It was pretty bad. Which it was like it was out yesterday. It was really humid, and I've been watching a lot of things on like weather and stuff like that. And I figured yesterday. I thought it was going to it was going to storm, but it was hot out. But hopefully there's no one out playing ball games, because one of my friends showed up. I thought I was going to get a canoe for her to canoe to the front porch, because it was probably about that much water to this on the ground. On our last step, it was almost completely covered. I mean, because it downpoured, and the ground couldn't hold all the water. People, normal people know that. But yeah, it was pretty bad out. But like I said, I'm going to try to get on here as much as possible this week. Wednesday, I'll probably be later in the afternoon or in the evening, because I'm going to go visit my dad. Try to call him for Father's Day, and he didn't have his hearing aids, and that was a treat. Take him to the pool so he can get out and enjoy himself. And then I'll be on Thursday. These will probably be during the evenings, afternoons, maybe evenings. I try not to do them in the morning unless there's no one here. And but yeah, and like Friday, probably about 7. And I'll probably get it at 7 to about like 7:35. Saturday should be a tricky one, because I got to get up at like 5:30 in the morning. So that one will be questionable. Uh, like Sunday, I could probably do on Sunday. Definitely questionable. Monday, I think I get done at 7 or something like that. I got my schedule. And then Tuesday I'll be on for sure. Like I said, for everybody that is a subscriber, if it'll notify you, it'll say because that's. I'm just going to stick to the name I have on here. Actually, how I come up with that, I was watching it work, that Kelly Ripa live or whatever it was called. There was some kind of talk show, and I'm like, I just do it like that because everybody knows who I am. That or if you don't, you will know. Uh, but yeah, so basically, um, I said tomorrow I won't be on because, like I said, I don't get. I think I get done at 7 or 8. If for some reason, if I get I'm too late because normal people go to bed. Uh, but other than that, after I just rambled on for like 15 minutes on the weather and shit like that. But like I said, the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view wasn't really that bad. It was pretty good. And I wasn't a big WWE fan because I didn't, I don't know. It just, you get used to seeing someone, if Vince has no use for him, he gets rid of him. And that Tony Khan, he's like, they release him, then he has to wait for their contract. Yeah. I watch bits and pieces of it. I just see what's going on. Like AEW, I like AEW because Jake the Snake Roberts is there, and he's always been my favorite wrestler. A lot of the old couple of the ECW guys were there. Actually, I've been watching a lot of old like videos and stuff. When you know someone, oh God, I think I known him for like 15 years. We didn't. It's not like we hung out on a daily basis. We kept in contact with each other, and always we message each other. But I've been, and then when you don't get to talk to him no more. So I've been watching a lot of old New Jack videos, people doing tributes to him and stuff. I did like to say, I like one time, but everybody said Shane Douglas was spot on about this. He goes, "You didn't know where New Jack started, and Jerome, I began." And a lot of people said, what his promos and everything that he did wasn't scripted. They didn't hand in this and say, memorize this. He thought off the top of his head. A lot of people don't like him because he said, oh, he hurt a lot of people. Well, they knew when they got in there, it's not like he I get a lot of heat because, I know him, and talk to him. I have a friend that talks to one of the members of the Rock and Roll Express. But, people's like, well, he hurt a lot of people. No one told twisted their arm to get in there. And when they gave him the money and say, hey, we'll give you this money to get in there, one thing you needed to know when you got in there, you needed to know what was coming. Like that shit happened up in the Meadowlands in New Jersey. That was, if you watch the Beyond Dark Side of the Ring and watch about that, you'll understand. These guys got there like the Dudley Boys got there, and they got hit with garbage cans, sweepers, golf clubs, hockey sticks, crutches, keyboards. Big Dick Dudley got hit with he was fell into the ropes, and here come New Jack with a shopping cart, hit him,